Hello Central Perks, my name is Ina and today is a self-improvement Saturday, and by the way this is the first Saturday of October, which means that 1 month of school is over and we still have only 9 months ahead. Sounds doable, right? Well, in October we will talk about art of reading. We will talk about books, and today I will give you some basics. For example, if you would like to start reading, if you're interested in reading, then you definitely should stay here. But I want to say that it is beneficial for everyone, so please stay tuned, and at the end of the video I will also give you a nice book recommendation. So let's get started. So if you would like to start reading, the first question might be, okay, what type of literature I should choose? There are a lot of types. There are classics, there are fantasy, we also have historical fiction, biographies and self-help books. Yeah, it's a lot, but I recommend to try the following literature, the following types. Classics. This is classics. I mean, everyone should try it out. I read a lot of classics in high school in Russia because we have to do that. It's not really for me because it's more like stories and then you have to analyze it. I like a lot of information, so classic is not really about information, it's more about life experiences and stories, but you should definitely try it out. Then biographies. Biographies, they're based on real stories, on famous people. So we can learn a lot from their mistakes and from their life experience. Therefore, biographies are usually very interesting because this is real. Yeah. Then the third one is self-help books. Well, in 21st century we have a lot of self-help books. Therefore, you should be very careful with what you choose. But there are a lot of also books which are highly beneficial for you, and self-books cover a lot of topics. It's meditation, it's affirmations, it's productivity, it's time management. I mean, it's a lot. It's basically everything what is going on in our lives. Therefore, it's easier for you to choose something what you like the most. For example, if you're interested in time management, then you go and you choose a self-help book on time management, for example, right? So try to experiment and figure out what you like the most. But if you want to relax, just chill, and it's not necessarily about educational stuff or self-improvement, then of course you can also go and read historical fiction or fantasy. That's also not a problem, right? But you should definitely start and see how it goes for you. Then the next question might be, should I read digital versions, ebooks, or should I read paper versions? Depends on the person. Like, I love paper versions. I love the feeling of paper, that I have in my hands. However, a lot of people have digital versions, and I agree, it is convenient. You don't need to take your books all the time with you. You can read it on tablets, on laptop, on your phone. It's easy, and also you can make notes on your phone, so it's not a problem at all. Again, just try it out, experiment what is the best for you, and then do it. Then read the version you like the most. The next question is going to be, when should I read? Yeah, a lot of people say they don't have enough time for reading. I also don't have that much time for reading, but what I usually do, I read for 20-25 minutes before I go to bed, and then I read also 10-15 minutes before I actually get up. So I wake up, I always have a book next to my bed, and then I can read it for 10-15 minutes, and then I go ahead. It's better to read at least something rather than not to read at all. And a lot of people also think, okay, I should read one book every 2 weeks, or how many books should I read a year? It's not about quantity, it's about quality. For me, what feels the most comfortable is to read one book a month, 4 weeks for one book. It's not that much. I mean, only one book, yeah? So, if the book has, for example, 300 pages, basically you can read 300 pages just in 2 days. But for me, it's more about quality. I read, for example, 10-15 pages a day, and then I make notes, and then I analyze, I think of the book. Basically, basically I live the entire month with the thoughts of this book. And it helps me to actually dive deeper into the book and analyze it and actually apply it in my life, yeah? So therefore I would recommend, just at the beginning, just start reading and then see how it works for you. And maybe you can also start reading 1 book a month, therefore it's 12 books a year, which is amazing in my opinion, yeah? And then there are also 4 questions which you should ask yourself when you finish the book, yeah? The first one, what is the book about as a whole, yeah? What was the topic about? The second one, what is the significance of this topic? Because if the author wrote this book, then why the author thinks that this book has a great significance for you, yeah? Why it is so beneficial for you? Think about it. This is second question. The third question, what is the book about in detail, yeah? What specific subtopics were covered in the book? And last one, what I found useful for myself, what I would like to apply from this book to myself or towards my life, and see basically how this works for me, the information which the author shared in the book, how it works for me. Yeah, so those are actually basics of reading. I hope they were helpful for you. My advice to you is just act, just start doing, just go to the library or better to the bookshop, for example, yeah? Maybe it's even better to start with a paper version because it's more traditional way of reading. So my favorite place is definitely bookstore. I can spend there for 2-3 hours, and I think this is something should do everyone when they start reading, because you can just go, you can read a little bit of this book, read a little bit of this book, you can see what kind of literature are there and then choose something for yourself. So this is my advice to you, and I wish you good luck with that, and I will see you. Okay, I'm sorry guys, but I didn't forget, okay? I wanted to give you a book recommendation, so I'm back, I'm here, hi. Yeah, indeed I'm gonna give you a book recommendation. As here, 3 books, wow! But they're all from the same author. This is the first book, this is the second, this is the third one. Very nice book to start with as well, because it's a little bit of fantasy and also of a self-help book. The first one is about meaning of life in general, because this is one of the questions people ask themselves all the time, I think. The second one is about stress we have in life. I finished it reading yesterday. Yeah, about why the stress is not relevant at all and how we should live our life with the fullest potential we have. And then the third one is about leadership, about how we should manage people in the big corporations, huge companies. They're written by Strelecky. I will leave the titles, these books in the description below, so you can check it by yourself. But in general, yes, here's my recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't forget about that. Anyway, now I can say you bye. Bye.